So now we need to understand how this CloudWatch metrics, threshold, alarms, and SNS, okay, together works along with your autoscaling group, right? Now, before we proceeding ahead, there is one more thing which I would like to discuss, and that is your launch template. Okay, launch template. So launch template is a we can say is a template which we can create. Okay, what is template? If you talk about template, is when we have everything is being filled up, right? What configurations we want to choose. So template used to set up the configurations for your EC2 instance. Okay, so basically here we will be defining what instance type we want to use, what could be the key pair, which security group we want to attach. Okay, everything we will be defining here with the launch template. Earlier we had one more thing, okay, that was your launch configurations. But now I believe AWS has already sunset this. Okay, if not, then we'll be working it through the console. So we'll be able to understand this in a while. Okay, so initially what we will be doing here, we will go to the console. Okay, here I'll go to the EC2, and in EC2 at the left I can see this launch template, right? I'll be going here. Okay, I'll be going here, and what I'll do, I will say create launch template. Okay, it looks to be better. Now here I go, I will be saying launch template name. Okay, let's create a name. Let's say LT. Okay, demo website. Okay, I'm just giving it a random name, anything. So this is the launch template name which I'm giving. Here I go. Okay, I don't need to have any auto scaling guidance at this moment of time. I'll be scrolling down, and what I want is I need to choose one AMI. So maybe I want to use this Amazon Linux. Now I'm scrolling down, and here instance type. Okay, which instance type I want to use? I want to use T2.micro. Basically, why we are creating this launch template? Okay, that we need to understand. The reason is here I told when the CPU utilization goes more than 70%, increase one EC2 instance, right? How will it increase? I will not come and directly select all the configurations, right? Every time I will not be available. Whenever the load is getting increased, manually we will get it added, right? We will not get this added. So we want automatically to get this happen. So how will auto scaling group will come to know which configuration of EC2 instance you want to launch. Okay, so that will come through the launch template only. So that's why we are exploring this and we are doing this. Okay, so here what I want to use this key pair which is already with me, and security group. Yeah, we can have a security group that could be Linux EC2. We can use any advanced network configurations you want to have. I'm like, no, I'm okay. Storage volume, yes, I want to have one storage volume 8 GB of GB2 or GB3 we can use. Delete on termination means whenever EC2 instance is getting terminated, our volume should also get terminated. We are fine with it. I'll scroll down, any particular resource tag you want to give. So yeah, let's give it a tag. Okay, so let's give it a tag as auto scaling, and here let's say auto scaling group. Okay, I'm just mentioning a tag so that I can identify this EC2 instance is part of Autoscaling Group. Okay, so here I'll go and I will go and say create launch template. Okay, so now this launch template is being created, and here we can see this. Now, any questions till here?
No, way, thank you.
Okay. Now in the left we have this auto scaling. Okay, I'll go there here to the auto scaling group, right? Here, once I go, I have this, right? Auto scaling group. Now let's go and say create auto scaling group. Now I will be selecting this. So here I'll say demo website ASG. This is the name I'm giving to our auto scaling group. I'll be scrolling down and see here we have already created a launch template. So I am not needing to do so. I will just go and select this. Okay. There is only one particular version at this moment of time. Later on, for example, we modified this. Okay. We are using t2.micro. So if I want to modify this from t2.micro to t2.large, okay, I want all my EC2 instances to run on t2.large. Then I will go to the launch template and I will be modifying there. And then here I will be choosing from one version 1 to version 2 or 3, whatever version I want to use, right? So that we can explore later, or I'll show you because people also ask this in interview as well. Now I'll scroll and click on next. So here I am. And now I'll be selecting, okay, default VPC we'll be using availability zones and subnet, in which availability zones and subnets you want to launch your EC2 instances. So I'm fine. I'm just selecting 1A, 1B, 1C. I'm good here. Okay. Now here I am. So here they have added few additional features. Okay. So here it says balanced best effort. So here it says if your EC2 instance is unable to launch into one particular availability zone, and this happens sometimes. Okay, why it happen? So maybe like Autoscaling will try to create your EC2 instances maybe in one A availability zone, in one B and one C. Okay, this autoscaling group will try to do so. But here it says if it fails in one availability zone somehow, then it will try to launch in another healthy availability zone. Okay, so we are fine with this balance test effort and we'll say next. Okay, now we are here. So now next is load balancing. Do you want to use any load balancer at this moment of time? We haven't explored any load balancer. We haven't talked about it. So we are fine. Okay. Now we'll scroll down and now, okay, this ARC is here as well. Okay. If you remember in autoscaling, oh sorry, in load balancer also we explored this. We discussed about this. Okay. So what it will do, it will like, for example, if any one particular availability zone is being unhealthy, then it will retarget it towards healthy availability zone. This is what the feature is. So we are fine. We can leave this at this moment of time. Now we'll be scrolling down and we'll talk about the health checks. Okay. So here in Autoscaling Group is having its own health check basically. So here what happened? So if here you are running three EC2 instances and somehow this EC2 instance got unhealthy, then what will happen? Then this auto scaling group will automatically create a new instance with replacement of this. Okay, why? Because it will be checking the health status of this. Okay, so auto scaling group are having its own health checks basically. Okay, so now next is health check grace period. Okay, grace period is whenever one EC2 instance is being provisioned. Okay, one EC2 instance, for example, the second EC2 instance, new one got added. What will happen? Immediately, autoscaling group will not do their health checks. Okay, because it will not serve the traffic. It will not declare itself as a healthy. Okay, so that time period we need to define. So by default, it is 300 seconds. So it means it will take approx 5 minutes to do the health checks. Okay, so we are good here. Then I'll be going next. And now I need to see this. So here we need to define the size. Okay, size is, I already have explained like how many minimum number of EC2 instances we want to run. That will be your minimum capacity. How much maximum number of EC2 instances we want to run. Okay, if we will not have maximum, what will happen? The EC2 instances will keep running on, keep running on, and keep running on, right? We will not be able to afford that from the costing perspective, and it will be bad architecture as well. So here we can have some sort of estimation, like we want to run 3 EC2 instances, 5, 10, 20, how much we want to have, right? So minimum, for example, here we are defining 1, and maximum we are defining, it can go up to 3 EC2 instances, right? As we are using free-tier AWS account and we are into the practical, so we don't want to go to that position where we'll be using 10 or something like that. Okay, but in organizations, you will be able to see that. Next is, here it asks how many EC2 instances you want to run at this moment of time while we are creating. that is your desired capacity. Okay, desired capacity is how much you want to run at this moment of time. So here we have defined like 1 is desired, minimum should also be 1, maximum is 3. And here we go. Okay, now we'll scroll down, and here we have different instance maintenance policies. Okay, so we don't want to have any policies at this moment of time, and later on we'll be exploring this as well. Okay, and we'll try to understand what all these instance maintenance policy. Okay, so here I go additional capacity settings you want. So no, I don't want, that is default. Okay, like we don't want to reserve any instance or anything. Okay, so that's why. So here I go, I will be going and clicking on next. Okay, now it wants, if you want to trigger out any notification, SNS we talked about, right? So that we can add here, but I am, as this is our uh, first practical session, right, on auto scaling group. So I am not falling into that, but yeah, we will be exploring this as well. And here I'll go, if you want to give some tag, yeah, I want to give some tag. Okay, and I wanted to give the same name actually. What was that? Demo PSG website. No, it was demo website PSG if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Okay, I'll be clicking on next. And here I will go, everything looks to be fine, and I will create an auto scaling group. So now auto scaling group is getting created. Any questions, any doubts still here?
No, I got it, bye.
Okay, fine. So now here we can see, okay, instances is 0 at this moment of time. If we'll be refreshing, then we are able to see this has been changed to 1. Desired capacity means running capacity. How many instances we are running at this moment of time? It is 1. Minimum is 1. It can't be less than 1, right? Else it will, if we will be setting it 0, then no instance will run. Maximum number of EC2 instances which we can run is 3. So here, if I just scroll down, I will be able to see the entire configurations which we have, right? So here it looks to be better. Then here we have, okay, I don't want to integrate anything at this moment of time. This is automatic scaling. We haven't explored this. Now we can see the instance, right? So here we can see there is one particular instance and it is into the service. And this is healthy as well, right? In case if it will get unhealthy, then it will get terminate. Now, if I just go to here, okay, activity. So in activity, if I just go to logs, I am able to see launching a new EC2 instance into this. Okay. So here, this, and if I just go to monitoring, I am able to see I will be able to see the data on the basis of metric, on the basis of auto scaling group, and on for EC2 as well. Okay. So now, if I just go here and if I have a look, right? So I can see one EC2 instance is running, desired is also 1. And if I just go to EC2 to validate this, I will open this. Okay, I'll go to instances and I am able to see one particular EC2 instance is being running here, right? Which is having all those configurations which were defined into the launch template. So like which AMI ID Amazon Linux 2023 we used, right? This is the key pair we used, which security group we used. Okay. Uh, yeah, 3. Okay, Linux EC2, 3 rules are being there. That looks fine. Storage should also be 8 GB, right? So all those configurations and everything is being here. So this is the tag also which we passed, right? So auto scaling true we passed to easy to instance. Auto scaling, this one we passed to the auto scaling group. So all these things are being here, right? Launch template version also it is defining. So all these things are being here. Right, name also we have kept same, and auto scaling group name also it has. Okay, both of them we kept same. We could have it different. That would be helpful. But yeah, it looks to be better, right? So here we can see one particular EC2 instance is being running upon. Now, if I just go here, I go here, I click on edit, and what I do, I change this from 1 to 2. Okay, and I update this. Okay, so now it is being updated. If I just go here, okay, it is telling updating capacity. If I'll be refreshing this, you can see it is already been changed to 2. If you just go to activity, okay, here see it shows you launching a new EC2 instance. Why it is launching a new EC2 instance? It is launching because you have updated the desired capacity, right, from 1 to 2. And at what time it happened? At this particular interval of time, right? So what you are doing here, basically, here you are increasing the specified quantity from 0 to, from 1 to 2, which you got this updated. So similarly here, if you will go and you refresh this, okay, what will happen? You should be able to see 2 EC2 instances are being running upon. Okay, now if I just go again, and here if I go again, I say edit, and after clicking on edit, if I say from 2 to 1, and I get this update, what will happen? The desired capacity is 1. Okay, instances are 2. Go to activity, you should be able to see anything. See what is happening. It is terminating one EC2 instance. Okay, which one is this terminating? This one is terminating the previous one. Okay, recent one, it is not terminating this one. Okay, you can see the instance ID 01151. Okay, so this one is terminating your previous EC2 instance. So basically there is a policy behind this, how it works, that we will talk about in our next session, like which one it will trigger, which one it will be terminating, and why. Okay, there is a there are certain rules we'll be talking about. But what is it is doing? So as we are making any changes, the changes are getting happen. You have any concern, any questions?
No, bhai, I got it.
Okay. So now the question I have, it is, now what we are doing, we are increasing the number of EC2 instances, right? It was running 1 to 2. Okay, when we realize, okay, load is not good, load is not more, we need to reduce this. We got this reduced. Okay, so now this is what we are putting manual. Do you think manually it is gonna work within an organization,
Nope.
right? Then there we should have a solution, right?